Did you know there are celebrities in Glendale? You're thinking, really, why? Well, why not? With Hollywood and the studios in Burbank and Universal City less than 30 minutes away, it makes total sense to make Glendale their home. One of the perks of living here is you can feel worlds away from the hustle and bustle of LA, but still be at arm's length from it. Glendale has been home to many celebrities from TV and movies, filmmakers, comedians, and even pro sports players. It's also home to people who make the magic behind the scenes, from cinematographers, writers, producers, and people from the music industry as well. When asked why they chose Glendale, quite a few have said it's because of the convenient location. It's a great community to raise a family, and they love that it's got great parks and trails, views of the foothills, and downtown LA. It's so close, a nice bonus. So who exactly lives in Glendale? More than you think, but I'm going to go over the most recognizable ones. Jenna Fischer from The Office bought a 1-acre estate in 2012 for $1.9 million. It was the final home of the baseball legend Casey Stengel, who died in 1975. Speaking of baseball, it has been said baseball is the closest professional sport to Glendale. Over the decades, many LA Dodgers, from coaches and players, have resided here, including the gentleman I mentioned above, the famous Casey Stengel. Another famous Glendarian is Mark Maron. The stand-up comedian, producer, writer, actor, and musician moved from Highland Park to Glendale in 2018. You can get a dose of his excellence on his WTF with Mark Maron podcast. He has interviewed some pretty amazing people, including Barack Obama in 2015. TV personality Mario Lopez called Glendale home since 2010, but moved to La Cañada in late 2022. He has a huge estate in the hills of Glendale with incredible views. It even has a dance studio and a bocce ball court. He moved to La Cañada last year and recently relisted his 8-bed, 8-bathroom home for $5.1 million. The original price was $6.5 million. TMZ is calling it Saved by the Discount. Update on Mario Lopez's home. According to TMZ, Mario Lopez was able to finally unload his Glendale mansion after it being on the market last year. Actually, it was this year. It was on the market twice, but he had to chisel the price tag to do it, to the tune of $2 million. As you might recall, Mario Lopez has been working to get his Glendale property off his hands for a while. He first listed it back in August for $6.5 million, took it off the market around the holiday time, but then nobody wanted it. In January, he relisted it, only then for cheaper. It was at $6 million, but now it's sold for $4.5. It is a beautiful Spanish, all modern inside, but you know what? There's always something for everyone, and the price always makes it sweeter. Some of you may not know this, but the classic Western actor John Wayne also lived in Glendale. He lived at 404 Isabel Street and attended Glendale High School, where he performed well in both sports and academics. Speaking of famous high school attendees, actress Eva Mendes went to rival Herbert Hoover High School in Glendale. Not all celebrities stay here, but many have been born here. Paul Walker of the Fast and Furious franchise, he was born in Glendale. Also, so was Sports Illustrated supermodel Kathy Ireland. Nicole Egger of the popular series Baywatch was also born here. Edward Furlong was born here too. You might remember him from his breakthrough performance at age 13 as John Connor in James Cameron's Terminator 2: Judgment Day. There are many celebrities who come here to pursue their dreams. The most current one I can think of is the singer and songwriter Billie Eilish. At just 18, Billie and her older brother Phineas O'Connell first collaborated on Ocean Eyes, the song that launched them to stardom. They both were students at Revolution Dance Studio. If you recall, Billie and Phineas won an Oscar for their best original song for the James Bond movie, No Time to Die. Revolution Dance Studio in quiet little Montrose, it's the same studio where 10-year-old Julia Barras, the American Housewife star, who stole 2 scenes from Leonardo DiCaprio's Best Picture nominee in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That's where Billie and Julia learned to love performing. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this brief history lesson on the famous faces in Glendale. But before I go, who remembers what year when Kim Kardashian was thinking of being the mayor of Glendale? Tell me below. I'm Nicole with Think Real Estate. Happy to help.